Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to use DaVinci Resolve 17. So the first thing we got to do is download DaVinci Resolve. We're going to type DaVinci Resolve 17 on Google and then click on the link on their website. You're going to see all the new features that DaVinci Resolve 17 has. It's basically an easy software to use. I'm going to show you just the basic thing, how to use it and how to create your first video. Let's click download here and we'll take you to this page. Right here you're going to find 4 different versions. DaVinci Resolve 16, free version, and then you have the studio version, and also you have the 17 beta and the 17 studio beta as well. I mean, the studio version is $295, I believe, which is not bad. With the free version, you can do a lot of things that other software probably offer too as well. So let's go and open up DaVinci Resolve. Don't forget to download Fusion, and also Fairlight has a database of sound effects that you can use. All right, let's go now into DaVinci Resolve 17. Okay, once you open DaVinci Resolve, this is the first thing you're gonna see. I've been using this for a while, so you're gonna see single projects and also folders that contain a lot of projects. And here's a database where all these projects and folders are being saved, so that way you can back it up or you can restore using these options right here. Anyway, so in this case, I'm not gonna put them in a folder, I'm just gonna put them on here. So I'm gonna click new project and I'm gonna label it Naturaleza and click create. I guess once you open it, it takes you to the cut page. Ideally you had to use this, but I use it on the edit page because it's faster. One thing that I always advise to everybody is to be organized. In this case, I have a specific drive that is assigned to all my clips and where all my works are done for a period of time. In this case, I have a BMPCC, which stands for Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, which that's the camera I use. So I'm gonna find a folder that says footage, and here's all the footage that I've been taking for the past 3 years, as you can see. Okay, so I wanna click on 2020 because that's what is the footage that I'm gonna use for this video. I'm gonna select the folder. Once I open the folder, you're gonna see they have multiple clips, and I also have a subfolder here. And this entire folder has nothing to, so I had to delete that one, just using space. So I'm gonna grab this whole folder. One thing I can do is just grab one single clip and throw them in the timeline. And once you do that, this message is gonna come out saying like change project frame rate because it's different from the one you have. So I always go and say change, and right there you can see this folder. Let me see if I'm gonna undo that. Command C. But I wanna use all these clips right here. So the fastest way to do it is just grab the folder and drag them all the way to the master section right here. Throw them in there, and there you see you have all the files plus this subfolder. Great. So the first thing we gotta do is select our first clip. But before we actually do that, we're gonna go into playback and we're gonna select timeline Proximos, and we're gonna select again quarter resolution. That way the computer is gonna play the video in a lower resolution, so that way the computer doesn't slow down, because most of the clips that we use right now are 4K and our computers are not powerful enough to handle that. What we gotta do is we gotta select in and out point. So I pretty much know where to get it, so I'm gonna select it here. I'm gonna click I on the keyboard, and that will set my in point, and I'm gonna put it all the way to out point to here, and I'm gonna select out. So I'm gonna grab the clip and throw them on the timeline. Boom. And I'm gonna deselect inspector. I'm gonna click here. And now you're gonna see these two screens. Basically, this screen right here on the right side is showing the clip that you have on the timeline. And this window right here is basically showing the clip that you have on the media pool. And if I select another one, it will change over to a different one, and so on. Great. So basically, I already have my clips like this. So in and out point. So now I'm gonna select another clip. Let's see, I'm gonna select this guy. And I'm just gonna select in and out points as I wish. Another way to drag the clips to the timeline is, if you only want to get the clip without the audio, you just select this icon right here, and it will only bring down the video. But if you want to get only the audio, you select this icon on the right side, which is the audio. And I'm just gonna speed it up and select in and out points for the rest of the clips. Cool, so I already have all my clips in the timeline. And just remember, this is the ending part, so I'm gonna select out point, so that way we have an in and out. Just a quick overview. When you're on the timeline, let's say over here, for instance, this is the longest clip that I have. Let's say you don't want to show this part right here, so you want to make a cut here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna select on the keyboard B, which is the shortcut for the eraser right here, or we can type A, which is the shortcut for the pointer. So in this case, I'm gonna select B or click in there, and then now I have the blade, and I can make a cut. So I select A again, select the video, and delete. Now I have an empty space. I can hit delete, and we'll move the clip over. And let me see what we got here. Let's say I want more space on the sleep right here. I'll get this boom, and then probably I don't want it that long right there. Great. So let's say if you wanna unlink the audio with the video, all you gotta do is select here, and if you click again, now the audio and the video has been unlinked. So I wanna link it again. I think it's already linked. Yeah, it's already linked. Another thing is, let's say you wanna bring this in here, but as you can tell, it's snapped to the grip. I just wanna a little bit, not too much. For that, we gotta deselect the magnet or select N. Okay, now so I wanna move it a little bit, not too much to the right. Well, let me Command plus to see where I'm going. It's too much. I want less. But the option to snap to grip is activated. That's why I can't do it. So I'm gonna select N on the shortcut, or I'm just gonna click here and deselect it, and then as you can see, it just goes smooth, whatever you want. So it doesn't snap to the grip anymore. A quick shortcut: if you wanna zoom in and out, you can use Command plus or Command minus to zoom in and out. Or you can use the tools on the timeline, like this one is full zoom, detail zoom, custom zoom, or you can use minus and plus to zoom in and out. Okay, so right here, let's say you want to make an adjustment in the future, you just select a flag and it's marked right here. If you double click on it, you can actually type any note if you want, and then you can check it out later. If you want to do a marker, you can just do it as well here too, and we'll do a marker and double click on it, and you can type whatever you want and make notes as well. Okay, great. So now let's say we already have the clips the way it's supposed to be on our timeline. So now let's add some titles. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna deselect the media pool. By the way, if you click on this one, it will expand the timeline to the left, or it will cut it out to show all the media pool. So in this case, I wanna deselect media pool, and I'm gonna open my effect library, and we're gonna add some titles. Now you can preview whatever title you want to get. I'm gonna choose this one here. I'm gonna place it right there, and I'm gonna choose the one in the middle all the way at the end. And then on this one, you're gonna select the clip, and you're gonna go into the inspector, and we're gonna change the title. In this case, I'm gonna go cloudy, I guess, and I wanna type right here, not to. Now I changed the letters, but I don't like the way they are right now. I want to move it over a little bit higher and maybe a little bit to the left. So by doing that, we're gonna have to click on settings, and now we're gonna adjust accordingly the position of the text. Boom. I kind of like that way, and it stays that way. Great. And at the end, same thing. Select the file, and I'm gonna type this. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Great. So then again, I don't like the position of the letters. I want to have to adjust this. I want to move it over to the middle, right there. Great. And right here, we can probably maybe I can bring a little bit to this side. We're gonna do a little automation by moving the letters in. So I'm gonna select there, and on the position over here, we're gonna click on zoom. You can manipulate all these parameters by selecting the diamond here, and once it becomes right, you can move it from different points. So this is my starting point. I'm gonna move it over a little bit, and I'm gonna select the red dot again, and I'm gonna push it in with the zoom, and probably gonna bring this higher. I'm gonna select it there. I'm gonna move over again, select the two parameters that I want to be moved, zoom again, and higher. I'm gonna go all the way to the end, maybe not to the end. Another, if you're right there, if you want to go back, you can always click on the left arrow and it will move the cursor to the left, and if you click the arrow to the right, it will move the cursor to the right. Great, so now we're here and we're gonna make another mark here, and we're gonna zoom all the way and here. So we're here. Great, cool, awesome, super. So now I'm gonna zoom in again. Great, so another quick tip to do this, I mean, we can fade in and fade out. So we can fade in the image as well as the title as well, and then we can fade out the image at the end as well. Great, and the same thing you can do for the audio. And let's give it a try. Okay, so now we had to add music. Let's go back to my audio right here, and I have a specific for music, and I'm gonna select, I think it's this one right here, Traveling Deserts. Then I'm gonna place it on the timeline. Oh well, actually the ideal thing is to go back here in the media pool and probably create another bin, and I'm gonna label this as sounds and songs, and I'm gonna select my song and I'm gonna throw in there. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna get out of there, and now I have the song here. If I click on it, I can preview it over here too as well. Cool, so I'm gonna throw them on the timeline. And so now basically I have it on my timeline. I can mute this part right here if I don't want to use it. I only want to hear the song, and over here as well. Great, so cool. And that's how you add audio to this part, right? Great. One thing is, if you want to work on this audio, let's say you want to increase the value in a specific place, all you gotta do is select the line of the audio, as you can see right here, and then select auction, and then click auction again, auction again, click. Usually you're gonna do 4. Let me actually open this out so you can see better. So normally when you want to increase the volume, you're gonna do 4 points. 1 because it's the in, 2 because you're gonna increase it for the first time and you're gonna keep it, and then it's gonna come down over here again. That's usually when you have voiceover and then you have the music on the background and there's a space where there's no voiceover. That's when you're gonna bring the song higher. In this case, I don't have a voiceover, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. In fact, I did a video on how to do voiceover using DaVinci Resolve. It's pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna put a link over here on the top, and you can go over there and check it out. Real quick, if you want to move over all these specific areas in the timeline or on these windows, you can just do it by selecting on the right where they break. In this case over here, you can bring them closer or further, or you for the audio too, you can bring it down, or for the video you can bring it up, as well as the audio size. You can make it bigger or shorter or smaller. Same thing with the video. Select it over here and bring it down. That's it. That's the biggest you can go on the video, or like that. Great. So basically I already have all the clips that I need to complete my first video, my music and my titles. So if you want to create ADR or voiceover, you can also do it in Fairlight. There's a video that already made for this. I'm gonna put a link to it so they can watch it and go through the whole steps. If you want to create more tracks, right click on it and it will show you a mono or stereo. If you put mono, it will say only one. If we put stereo, it will say two. And you can tell, you can always lock, you know, videos, that way nobody can touch it. Let's say I want to make a cut here, I can't make a cut here because they're locked. Anyway, so I'm ready to export my first video, but first of all, we're gonna give a little color because it's a little pale. With DaVinci Resolve, you can do a lot of things. I'm not gonna go into details because it takes forever. But I'm gonna show you a quick tip to kind of give a little contrast to the videos that you're recording if you wanna get it out sooner. In my case, it's very simple. By going here, you bring this down, and it will give you a little more contrast and more color to your videos. Watch this. Oh, but before we do that, a quick note. In my case, notice that you see the black bars on the top and the bottom. That's because I had shot it like that with my Pocket Cinema camera 4K. I shot it specific that way. But if you actually shot a full frame and you wanna add those black bars on the top and the bottom, you're gonna go on timeline, select output blanking, and you're gonna select it here and there. Since I already have it, it's not gonna show, but I want to select this one. You see what happened. It kind of cuts the size because it's kind of like a square, not really square, rectangular. But that's how you add the bars on the top and the bottom. But I'm just gonna reset it because I don't want it that way. And once you set that up, it will affect all the clips in your timeline. Okay, so another thing that we can do is actually add video transitions. If you select video transitions, you can find a bunch of cool ones. One that I kind of like is this one, I think. So you can add, you know, video transition as you wish, and they're all kind of cool. Right on. So now, and you can also adjust as needed. You know, select it, and then click on inspector, and you can just make it bigger or smaller, and you see all these parameters will affect the effect. Anyway, so vamos, just gonna put here an out point, and now let's render that. We're gonna go into the delivery, and then we can either do a custom or we can do it on YouTube. So the first thing we're gonna do is let's test, and I'm gonna check the resolution because it's actually higher, and I'm gonna, instead of QuickTime, it's gonna be MP4, and that's it. All we're gonna do is just add to render queue. And as long as we're making sure that our out point is at the end of our video, we're good to go. Select the clip and then hit render all. Great, so the rendering has finished, so we're gonna see how this looks. So we'll click on it. Remember, it's on my finished video folder. You know, as long as we're organized, we know where to find things. So double click on the video and hit play. I like the transitions. Sweet. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for today. I hope this video will help you to get started on DaVinci Resolve, which is a great software. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, put a like, thumbs up, and leave a comment if you wish, or if you have a question. Bye bye. Thank you.